All right. This movie review is on the original RoboCop trilogy from the 80s and 90s. Look, I loved the RoboCop movies growing up. I still love the RoboCop movies today, even though RoboCop 3 has a different feeling today in 2026 than it did in the early 90s, but I'll get to that in a minute. RoboCop was, of course, the movie where cop got shot up, cop got brought to the um, laboratory and turned into a robot, and hence the name RoboCop. RoboCop 1 was really good. It was a real good revenge movie. I really did enjoy it. Um, I could watch that as many times as I want. I'll get to the RoboCop remake eventually in probably my next video or two. And but it's good enough. It didn't need to be remade. I mean, RoboCop didn't need to be remade. RoboCop 2, like RoboCop 1 was a real good revenge movie. It really did introduce you to the characters. It really made you love the characters from the get go. And yeah, I'll say that for that. RoboCop 2, I remember a story with RoboCop 2 where my parents were arguing about whether my dad could take me to see RoboCop 2 in theaters or not. We tried to explain to my mom that I've already seen RoboCop 1, and my dad's like, if he's going to go see a movie with me, then he's going to see the movie I want to see. And my mom's like, well, unknown, if you don't go see the movie, I'll take you to Toys R Us. So I chose to go to Toys R Us that day instead of going to the movies to see RoboCop 2 with my dad. I always remember that story because then later on in life, later on when the movie came out on video, my dad rented the movie for us to watch. So I still got to watch it anyway, just a few months later. RoboCop 2 is probably my favorite one out of the three. It's real big into drugs and this and that, and it's really more technology involved and all this kind of stuff. And so yeah, RoboCop 2 is probably my favorite one out of the three. And I wouldn't start with RoboCop 2 if I was going to watch the trilogy. I'd start with 1 and watch 1, 2, 3. Speaking of 3, RoboCop 3 is rated PG-13, and RoboCop 3 is about the disgust and the um, bad guy cops and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know. I watched RoboCop 3 yesterday, and it wasn't what it was when I was a kid. I still remember parts of it from when I was a kid, and RoboCop 3 is my least favorite. I say if I was going to grade them in order, I would watch RoboCop 2 would be my favorite, RoboCop 1 would be my second favorite, RoboCop 3 would be my third favorite, and with that being said, I better get to watching the RoboCop remake so I can get you a review on that.